3 years ago. This was a pretty contentious election in a lot of ways. However, it did prove one thing. And if you're a Republican, this is for you. The Republicans have to get better at dealing with people of different cultures and ethnicities. If you watched any of the election, if you watched the Democratic National Convention, it's like a diversity, it's like America. Like there's Arabs over here. You got the Mexican Americans here. You got the African Americans here. It's like this rainbow of people. You got white women over here. You got gays and lesbians over here. You got people that you haven't even heard of over here. Like all just different ethnicities. You watch the Republican National Convention, it's like a sea of white faces. And like a black guy or two. And I'm sorry, but they have to, the Republicans, if they're ever going to win again, they have to figure out a way to become more diverse. I'm sorry, they just do. The Democrats get 90% of the black vote. They get 70% of the Latino vote. Asian Americans are a little bit more split, but it's like the Republicans, it's like white people aren't the only people that vote. Old suburban white people are, maybe in the 80s, yeah, with Reagan, not now. Big lingering issue for America is the deficit and the debt. This only goes up to 2012, but guys, it's not getting any better. We are at $18 trillion in debt, and it's going up every single second of every single day. This is the Bush president. This is the end of the Clinton presidency where you have surplus. Bush, 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 Obama, 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 Obama. Why are Obama's deficits bigger? Because he's a Democrat and they're evil. No. Yes. Partly, but there's also a big reason why the government couldn't collect as much taxes. No. It has to do with the recession. Whenever there's an economic slowdown and you're supposed to collect taxes and people are out of work, what starts to happen is the government doesn't collect those taxes and they end up spending more on stuff like unemployment insurance and Social Security. And so that's why the deficit goes up. Again, I'm not trying to villainize anybody. I'm just saying that's what happens. But this is a lingering issue. Also, terrorism is continuing to be a lingering issue. Rogue states, difficult states out there like Iran, North Korea. Shoot, Russia is like a scary state right now, aren't they? It's almost like a new Cold War that's starting. So like, what does America have to look forward to? I don't know, but here's some accomplishments of the Obama administration so far. One of the first things he did right when he became president is he signed this thing called an economic stimulus bill. $800 billion worth to basically fund projects to put people to work. Me personally, I think that's a good idea, especially if you're going to fix the roads around my house. I'm cool with that. Obamacare, depending on if you're a Democrat, it's probably a good accomplishment. If you're a Republican, you're like, let's get rid of it. This has not gone according to plan. Any Democrat will tell you that. Democrats wanted to have a system where everybody gets health care and is able to keep their doctor and their premiums don't go up. But I know for a fact a lot of people that has not happened. A lot of people have lost their health care coverage that they liked, and the government is now providing it with Obamacare. Unfortunately, they're paying more now. Yeah. I don't think that's the way Obama drew it up, but that's what has happened. He has passed some laws to make the stock market more accountable with financial reform to try to make it so that we don't have another great recession. Trying to tighten up the rules. If you bought a house, which I did in 2009, you end up signing one heck of a lot of forms that didn't exist before to make sure that you actually have the money to buy a house. And you're not some person that is made up buying houses. which is stuff that can happen. So that's it. Here's some reminders. I will send this out on an email again. It's been fun being with you this semester. And Monday's the test. So we'll see you on the flip side. If you have questions, I'll stick around.